It is my honor to introduce this year's student speaker, Kristin Hanson. Kristin's bravery, playfulness, and inquisitive nature drive her artistic excellence. She isn't satisfied with one answer, one outcome, or one way of thinking. Instead, she has committed herself to the great challenge of experiencing life from all angles, immersing herself in the dissonance, the harmony, the cacophony of our world. Her rebellion is in her embrace, in her curiosity. She does not look away. She leans in. And this is what makes her remarkable, what makes her a force of good. I have no doubt she will take everything from her experiences here at Michigan and make them more, and that her generous spirit will inspire others to rise. Congratulations, Kristin.
When I found out that I would be giving this commencement speech, I thought, holy shit. I would need to be relatable to the entire SMTD student body, appropriate for faculty and parents, which I already failed, and most importantly, I would need to be funny. Hello everyone, I figure I will reintroduce myself even after that lovely video introduction. My name is Kristin Hanson. I'm graduating with my BFA in dance and minors in performing arts management and entrepreneurship, and a minor in history of art. I grew up in rural Michigan, an only child to two fantastic parents. My journey with dance started the way that many do, with my mom enrolling me in baby ballet classes. Most little girls quit ballet lessons around age 7, 8 to pursue things like soccer or softball, but I just kept going. Soon, I was in middle school and started taking dance more seriously, moving to a studio 40 minutes away from my home. I started driving to Detroit for intensives and workshops, and to Flint every Tuesday to practice my point work and partnering skills. My junior year of high school, I received a scholarship to attend the Impulse Summer Dance Institute here at the University of Michigan. I accepted, and at age 17, I met my best friend and stepped into my future home for the first time. There was never much of a question of where I wanted to go to school, so I was elated to be accepted into the School of Music, Theater, and Dance as a part of the class of 2022. Now that you know a little bit more about me, I would be remiss to continue with the speech without acknowledging the overwhelming obstacles that we have faced over the last 4 years. It seems like nothing really happened before the pandemic hit, but since then I think we've experienced enough once-in-a-lifetime events for about 4 lifetimes. The COVID-19 pandemic rocked not only the entire world, but practically knocked down the foundation of our performing arts community. The fact that we are here, right now, graduating in 2022, is a testament to the resilience of each and every one of us. Yeah, let's clap for that. We spent long months without performing, found ways to build community virtually, and kept up with our craft in any way we could. Or, if you were like me, you spent a long time on your childhood couch wondering how in the hell we got here. We practiced in our childhood bedrooms, we learned how to rehearse on Zoom, we utilized Instagram Live like a little bit too much. Personally, I would be happy to never open a Zoom meeting ever again. The summer of 2020 also brought a much-needed resurgence of the Black Lives Matter movement after the killing of George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, and more. For a lot of us, we realized how our art can support our activism. We checked our privilege and learned how to use that power to lift up BIPOC composers, performers, directors, and choreographers. These past 4 years have also been a time of reckoning against a long-standing history of sexual misconduct at large, both within the larger university and our school. The brave folks that have come forward to share their stories have ignited a spark that has already brought outdated policies and power imbalances to the surface. There is still a long way to go, but the first steps of justice have been taken. On top of all of this, we are struck every day with the news of our continuing climate crisis. Our generation will be the one that deals with the fallout of this, and it's hard to bear sometimes. It seems like there aren't enough recycling programs for us to join or sustainability initiatives to fix our environmental future. While these aren't the feel-good topics one may expect from a graduation speech, We cannot let these things disappear into our collective memory. We must use our art and our platforms to change our university and world for the better. But just like that first flower of spring after what feels like the world's longest winter, we experienced hope in returning for our senior year. Live performances returned, some of us were able to unmask, and I was finally able to dance through the space with my friends again. But like that strange mid-April snow, we will face more setbacks, I'm sure. But what matters is that we remember how far we've come and what we've been able to produce despite the wintry days. For those of us in the Department of Dance, this year also marks a beautiful new beginning. Finally, at long last, our community has joined the rest of SMTD on North Campus. Yay! Aside from the fact that we are now dancing in gorgeous high-tech studios, I am so excited for the potential of artistic collaboration to grow. Our school is special in this way. We have the opportunities and resources to generate ideas with our enormously talented peers in the schools of music, theater, dance, and beyond. One of my favorite memories from my very first day of freshman year was walking into a class called Electronic Chamber Music. Now, this wasn't a mistake. I had signed up for this class. I just had no idea what I was getting into. I was the only freshman in the room and the only dancer, surrounded by composers, musicians, and artists, much different than myself, was super intimidating. But I ended up having the most wonderful experience that really opened my mind to how dance can enhance and be enhanced by other disciplines. I hope with the addition of the new dance building on North Campus, the incoming cohorts of SMTD students will have endless collaborative light bulb moments. When the class of 2022 looks back at these 4 years here, I'm sure we will all remember the late nights at the theater, the loneliness of COVID isolation, the crushing disappointment of canceled performances, and the pure exhaustion of being a performer and creator in the early 2020s. But what we'll also remember is the late night walks home with our best friends, the feeling of finally making it back to the smelly basement of a themed house party, the sheer joy of performing for a live audience again, and the sense of incredible fulfillment when the project that you've been working on for months is finally presented. Our postgraduate plans may not be as clear as some, but the resilience and tenacity in which we've worked for the past few years will propel us to exactly where we need to be. We've worked on our portfolio careers, practiced and rehearsed for hours and hours, and we are practically pros at dealing with rejection. Nevertheless, the connections and communities we've developed here will support us moving forward, whether we're looking at a performance career, a position in arts administration, or something different entirely. When I took my final bow on the Power Center stage in early February, I could practically feel the possibilities erupting in my future. That and the exhaustion after 12 minutes of contemporary dance cardio. I also want to take a second to thank all of the parents, faculty, chosen family, not chosen family, and folks that helped us get here today. It truly means the most to have your support. I can only speak for myself when I say that being a student in the School of Music, Theater, and Dance has allowed me to fully come into my own power and flourish. My 12-year-old self in my ill-fitting leotard in ballet class would have never imagined the opportunities that I have taken advantage of here. Here, I found my forever friends, my forever passions, and I know that no matter where I end up, SMTD will be part of my forever home. I'm sure that a lot of you feel the same way. Thank you, and go Blue.